I'm Illah Nourbakhsh. I'm a professor of robotics in the Robotics Institute, which is in the School of Computer Science, and I'm director of the CREATE Lab. CREATE stands for Community Robotics, Education and Technology Empowerment. I find energy a really interesting subject because all of us make personal choices around energy. And as we make those personal choices, it really depends on what we know about the consequences of our actions, and we know very little. And energy is kind of interesting that way. It's all around us, but we don't really know where the electricity comes from, and we don't know how we can behave that makes the world a better place. So all the research we do in the CREATE Lab around energy is really about understanding people better and empowering them to make choices that are actually better for the environment. We have a project in CREATE Lab called ChargeCar. It's a fun project because it has a community engagement side and it has a research side. On community engagement, we're actually helping to make people in Pittsburgh aware of the choices they have in alternative vehicles for transportation. So the bus system, zip cars, electric cars, plug-in hybrids. And we enable people to really understand the technologies better and make better choices about how they want to commute next year and the year after. On the research side, we work on a really interesting project where we take the idea of caching in computers, where you have memory in a computer that acts really fast. And we predict how people drive. And if you can predict how people drive right, you can actually end up using batteries in a battery electric car much more efficiently. In fact, you can use them something like 60% more efficiently. And that makes the batteries last longer, and it takes the number one reason electric cars are too expensive, the batteries, and makes them much cheaper. So hopefully one day what we're going to see is electric cars that actually get used to you, they predict how you're going to drive, and they become a really good collaborator with you. And because of that, your electric car will be much cheaper than it is today. When we started the ChargeCar project, we were worried because in this world of ours, we have very expensive electric cars only available to a few people. And we have a debate that really centers around this idea that an electric car has to do everything a gas car has to do. And we started this project to really demonstrate, first of all, that we can use computer science techniques. By predicting how you drive and matching the car to your driving pattern, we can make a car that has much better performance than existing electric cars at much lower cost. And we wanted to show that people don't drive long distances all the time. And by making an electric car that fits a niche, like taking you to work every day, we can actually take a huge amount of the pollution that you create and reduce it. And so we're hoping to change over the future the whole viewpoint people have about the role electric cars can have in their lives. And at the same point, we want to change the set point for how effective electric cars are and how cheap they are, so they can really be a meaningful part of the middle class's life.